I know this review is out of date. Nobody cares anymore, but you know what? I really owe it to you guys. I've just been busy as hell, so I haven't gotten around to this. I haven't even watched Raw yet, but I will give you the Battleground review, you know? Being a nice guy. Okay, so, Battleground was on Sunday. It is now Tuesday night. What did I think of Battleground? I thought it just wasn't good. It was easily one of the worst pay-per-views of the year. There's just nothing spectacular about it, save one match. Everything about it was just very pedestrian, nothing surprising, nothing, entertaining, groundbreaking, that just makes it a pay-per-view moment. There's nothing here we're going to remember, for years and years and years to come. You could have just had all these matches on Raw, save one match, and it would have been any different. There was nothing that said pay-per-view quality about this. No great moments, and that's what you're supposed to get from a pay-per-view. I mean, for the most part, the matches were okay, but that's not how a pay-per-view is supposed to be. Pay-per-view is when you work your ass off and earn all the fucking money you're getting. Give people the $60 of entertainment that they're paying for, whatever it is these days. But this pay-per-view didn't do that. It just gave mediocre or bad stuff. So I have to say it was a pretty bad pay-per-view. The first match, I don't even remember. I'm not going in order here. I'm just doing matches I remember. I just really don't care about this show. But we got Curtis Axel versus R-Truth. That match was boring. Nobody cares. Why is R-Truth in the title picture? I mean, nobody cares about him, He's not entertaining. He's just stupid. Get him away from the TV. Curtis Axel gets the victory. Who cares? Just boring, dumb, stupid match. I now remember the opener was RVD versus Alberto Del Rio. That was one of the good matches of the night. One of two good matches, but it's not like this match was like the greatest thing to ever happen to wrestling. It was a good match. That's really what it was. It was a good match. They did some hardcore stuff. I guess the best they could do. I guess for 2013. Alberto Del Rio gets the victory with he does the armbar through the chair. That was cool. RVD taps out. So it's good to see a legend give up. Tap out. Not have to, you don't have to dress up them losing, just to make them look safe. They're legends. They're safe no matter what. So that was good. So Alberto Del Rio gets the victory. You got the Brie Bella versus AJ Lee. It got a lot of time, but I don't care for it. I mean, it wasn't a horrible women's match like you get a lot, but I didn't care. So can't really praise it and shit. It was just there. There was baseball games going on at the same time as this show, so I was watching a lot of that on my TV. What else did you get from this? You got I think Bray Wyatt fought Kofi Kingston on this pay-per-view. Bray Wyatt, man, the Wyatt family, holy shit. Talk about, a letdown. This family, everybody was so hyped for them. And WWE has totally screwed up with them. Fighting Kofi Kingston over nothing. This is how you use the Wyatt family. Why do they only have to be interesting with Kane? Why is that their only storyline? It's just sad. By the time they give the Wyatt family a decent storyline, nobody's gonna give a shit about them anymore. I don't know why WWE does this. It's just you have it handed to you and you can't execute. Makes no sense. It was not a good match. You know why? Because there wasn't any story to it, so I didn't give a shit. Matches need to have good stories going for them. And that's a perfect segue into the Rhodes versus the Shield match. Now, this match was great. This was easily the match of the night. And, the only pay-per-view quality match because it had a great goddamn story going into it. I've said this is one of the best stories WWE has going with the Rhodes versus the McMahons. And, this was great. They worked this match beautifully. You know, with Goldust getting a hot tag, then Cody Rhodes getting a hot tag in the end. They involved Dusty Rhodes in a good way. Everything about this match was great. The intensity was there. The adrenaline was there. The crowd was going ballistic for this shit. And the finish just, you know, it was euphoric with cathartic, you know, ending that you want. A nice, happy ending. Cody Rhodes does the crossroads to Seth Rollins, I believe, and gets the victory. You know, so they get their jobs back, I guess, because I didn't watch Raw, so I don't know if they did some shady shit and changed that, you know, consequence from the match. But just great, you know, just great, because it had such great story going into it, and the crowd was going crazy. What other matches did we get? I think we got a tag team match or something. I don't know. We got some match that wasn't announced that wasn't good. I can't remember it. We got Ryback versus CM Punk. This was boring, you know. I mean, this is the problem with having Ryback be the new Paul Heyman guy, is that he's not a good wrestler. Nobody gives a shit about Ryback, so you know that's what happens. CM Punk and Paul Heyman, yeah, that's what we care about. I don't give a shit about Ryback. So this was a pretty bad match, and CM Punk just low blows Ryback while the referee's not looking and gets the victory like that. Ooh, how big and bad Ryback is. He can't even kick out of a low blow. You know, so this match was just boring. You know, CM Punk, I guess, tried the best he can, but Ryback is not a good wrestler, so you got a boring match. And I guess the storyline is going to continue. You know, if you're going to continue the storyline, at least get a good wrestler to fight with CM Punk. What else did we have? I'm trying to think if there's anything other than the main event that I want to talk about. No. I think there was like a Real Americans versus Great Khali and Santino. I think we got this legendary, you know, dream match, and I didn't even watch it because, you know, why would I watch this stupid shit? I think the Real Americans won, which is good, but this match is boring. Nobody gives a shit. Great Khali and Santino shouldn't have jobs with the company, and you know they're taking up pay-per-view time. You know, people pay $60 not to see fucking Great Khali and Santino take up a bunch of the TV time. And then I'll just talk about the main event because I don't know what the hell's happened. All right, so you get Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton, and you know it was an okay match, but this is your main event. You want something more than okay, especially with the finish. The finish just ruined it. You know, if it had a good finish, you know, you can say, okay, that was a decent, good main event, but the finish just totally destroyed it, man. You know, you had the referee. Something happened with the referee. The Big Show comes out, some shit. He punches Daniel Bryan, and then they bring out Scott Armstrong. Brad Maddox brings out Scott Armstrong, so it looks like they're gonna screw Daniel Bryan. Then Big Show takes Scott Armstrong, punches him, then he punches Randy Orton, and then it ends with the Big Show's theme music, and that's it. You know, Jesus Christ, people paying hundreds of dollars for tickets, people paying $60 a pop for a pay-per-view, and you know, you don't even have a finish for your main event. What type of bullshit is this? I mean, you know, why? I get that they want to involve the Big Show, whatever. Have this storyline with the Big Show, but you're having him now overshadow the whole Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton storyline at this point, which is just ridiculous. You know, why is Big Show getting the big spot? You know, they're just including him way too fucking much at this point. And, you know, so the ending was just bad. You know, I guess maybe they want to save Daniel Bryan winning the title till Survivor Series do at a big pay-per-view. So this no decision thing, but, you know, you couldn't go another way. Have Randy Orton win, you know, win the title with some type of screw job shit. Then Daniel Bryan faces him at Survivor Series, then win it there. You know, this whole no decision ending of a main event, that just doesn't cut it. Especially when people are paying good hard-earned money for this. So yeah, this show was not good. you know, easily one of the worst pay-per-views of the year for WWE. And, you know, it's a major step back, in my opinion. A major step back to this good stuff that they've been doing recently. So there you go. There's my review. I'll do a Raw review eventually when I get to watch it. But I got some New York Rangers hockey to watch tonight. So it's not happening tonight. But eventually it will. And I'll eventually do the review. So there you go. There's your review. I'm Jay Shady, the voice of reason. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.